Good morning to everybody. My dear participants, I welcome each one of you for the final day of our 10 days international gender sensitization program on women empowerment for societal transformation, organized by the Center for Women Empowerment and Women's Studies of Manonmaniam, Sundaranar University. The resource person for the today's section is Professor Vani Perumal, Assistant Professor of IG Department, Sir College of Applied Sciences, Ministry of Higher Education, Women. Short description of her profile. Dr. Vani Perumal did her PhD in computer science. She is in the field of teaching for the past 21 years. She started her career as a tutor and got elevated to professor in Oman. Once again, please. Am I audible?
Yeah.
Are you able to hear me? Yes, ma'am? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll continue. And Professor Vani Perumal, she started her career as a tutor and got elevated to professor in Oman. Her career prospects are yet to continue. She always believes in the concept that empowerment of women as a starting point of civilization, which was exposed from her while being the treasurer of a trust named VTP. Through her trust, she motivated the girl children in the government observation home towards a path of empowerment, and she involved in empowering the transgenders. In addition to this, she conducted various activities to all the children in the government observation home for juveniles. She trained the special children she trained the special children in various extracurricular activities as a volunteer and endowed stage to exhibit their talents. Along with this, through her trust, she published a book which consists of Tamil poems written by the children in an orphanage, which acted as an encouragement for them. She sponsored transgenders for their social development. Apart from this, she also sponsored SOS and Salesian, etc., to motivate the children and the students to pursue their studies. Now, in Oman, apart from lecturing IT courses in a college, she teaches basics of computer to special children as a volunteer in a special school at Oman. In her IT profession, as a tutor, she trained software skills to the homemakers to become women entrepreneurs through some special institutes. As a teacher in a government institution, she trained basic computer skills to her non-IT counterparts and thus eliminated their IT phobia. Being an assistant professor in various colleges across India and Oman for the past 19 years, she produced university rank holders. She has published more than 10 research publications in international journals and has presented her research in more than 20 conferences. Besides, she has been working in some funded researchers also. She has also organized various national and international conferences. Being a successful celibate, her journey is yet to go for miles. With heartfelt wishes for all success in her selfless journey, I welcome you, ma'am, for this 10 days program.
Thank
On
you,
my
Doctor.
own behalf and also on behalf of the Manonmaniam Sundaranar University, a warm welcome is extended to you for today's section, ma'am. The section is yours, ma'am.
Thank you, Doctor. Thank you so much. And I take this moment, actually, at this moment, I want to thank Dr. Revati and the Manonmaniam Sundaranar University for giving me this opportunity. So today, hope my screen is visible to all. Okay. So today, I'm
Yes,
going to
ma'am.
talk
Your
about.
screen is very well visible.
Okay.
Your
Thank
screen
you.
is visible.
Okay. So today, I'm going to talk about women, maiden versus married. To make this session little interesting, I want to start with a forwarded message through WhatsApp. Actually, it is just a forwarded message. See, just I want to share with you. The message is, if you marry the right person every day is Valentine's Day. If you marry a wrong person every day is Martyrs' Day. Marry a lazy person every day is Labor Day. Marry a rich person every day is New Year's Day. Marry an immature person every day seems to like Children's Day. If you marry a liar, every day will become April Fool's Day. And if you don't get married, every day is Independence Day. So we all celebrated our Mother India's Independence Day recently. You all enjoyed. Hope you all enjoyed, right? Okay. So with this, I want to continue my presentation. So these are the content I'm going to present today. So historical background, and then reasons, then empowerment, societal and economical influence by them, health, exploitation, and happy ending. So let me start with historical background. In world's history, through cave paintings, we can able to trace world's history. So about 8,000 years back, see, as a nomadic tribe, the tribe was led by the female. At that time, there is no proper marriage, there is no proper father, like that. But anyway, the entire tribe has led by a female. See, the female may be a mother of a child, or the female may be a young, matured girl. Suppose if the mother of the child, she is sick or she become old, like that means the young girl, the young energetic girl, she used to lead the tribe. Means when they go for hunting, she stood first and she used to attack the animal first. And she used to check, she used to notice the tiny voice, the tiny noise of animals, and then she used to say, okay, this side is safety. We can attack this particular animal, and this side, don't go this side, this is not safe. Like that, each and everything is led by a female. And also, she protects the tribe, and she used to hunt and harvest food. And after that, when they settled near valleys, at that time also, female guides, protects, and also they yield food. And if you say, suppose if they found a fruit, then she used to taste it first. She tasted first, and then she used to say, okay, this is okay, you can eat this. Or no, this is not okay, don't go for this one. Like that, everything is led by the female, whether they are mother or maiden. And then next we are going to see about Indian culture. So in Indian culture, in Indian history, we can able to trace only the civilized Indian history. So from Vedic period, we can trace. So at the time of Vedic period, marriage is conducted as a social event. So even though it is conducted as a social event, marriage is not must for female. See, if you see the female, they are classified, they are broadly classified into two types. One is called as Brahmavadini, means a woman ascetic. And then another classification is Satyovadu or Satyovahas. Brahmavadini means, see, usually they never prefer marriage. They used to study Vedas. Sometimes they used to compose hymns of Vedas. And then they live the life. They study Vedas and then they explain Vedas to the public and they live the spiritual life. And Satyavadus, they are dedicated only for household work. So they used to marry and then they take care of their family, all the household works they used to carry out. And then marriage actually, see why I want to say this means at that time marriage is no means of compulsory. Even in Veda there is a specific term called as amajur. Amajur means a woman preferred a life of single blessedness. And then next, see, apart from that, the female teachers are classified into two types, Upadhyayas and then Upadhyayanis. Upadhyayas means the unmarried teacher, and Upadhyayani means married teacher. Most probably, they are wife of gurus. And then, next, if we are talking about our culture, Tamil Nadu, our history, we all know about Manimegalan. So she never married. She remained single, and she served beyond borders to eradicate hunger. She with the help of that Akshaya Patram, she used to feed poor and every person, not only human being, everybody in the world across borders. She used to travel and she used to cherish. And then Avayar. So Avayar actually it is not only a name, it is a specific word. It means literally respectable women. And Avayar, she influences spiritually, politically, and morally. See how I can say politically. Even she stopped the war between Adiyaman and Tondaiman. Through her poems, she stopped even the war. So politically, she plays an important role. So this is about the history. And see here, what I want to say, usually married women, they are dedicated for their families, and single women, they are dedicated for the society. And then next, I'm going to talk about the reasons. Why maiden? Why single? Why female want to remain single? So Dr. Bella Di Paolo, she's a social psychologist and the author of a book Singled Out. And she specified some reasons. So what are the reasons means? Female single, they want why they want to remain single? They want to enjoy the journey and the adventure of being single. Actually, being single is really adventurous. So they want to enjoy the adventure. And then being single, feel them empowered. So now we are talking about empowerment and being single. So the research, so through her research, she says that being single made female feel empowerment. And then they worried about losing freedoms, their sense of independence. Actually, they if they see they are worrying, but maybe whether it is true or not, but see their thinking is like that. They worried about losing their freedom. And then next point, they don't want to share their bubble space. So what is bubble space? Actually, every person, each and every single person will have some personal space. So just an example I can say, suppose if you are traveling in a car, in any vehicle, some person they don't want to sit in a congested manner. So this is called as the bubble space. So similarly, even if it is a double bed, some person they don't want to share with anyone. So in the same manner, female prefer to be single because they don't want to share their bubble space with their spouse. And then next, Dr. Minnu Bhosle. So she is a senior consulting psychotherapist and a relationship counselor. She pointed out some reasons. So the first reason, fear of losing freedom. So already we discussed that. And then family obligation. So based on some family reasons, so because of some family commitments, because of some family reasons, they didn't get married. And then resistance to convention. So they want to change the world. See the normal thing. What is the normal convention? After growing up, marriage is the normal convention. So they are resisting this convention. And then sometimes they have the responsibility of aging parents, so they have to take care about their aging parents. So since they have this particular responsibility, they don't go for marriage. And then spiritual reasons, and then commitment phobic. So they are worried to take up the commitments. Okay, so they don't want to take up commitments. They want to be free. So commitment phobic. So these are the reasons she pointed out. And apart from her reasons, something I observed. So what are the reasons? Mainly from India, financial responsibility. Actually, suppose some female, they may be the first elder daughter in the family and they are the breadwinner of the family. So in that case, they don't want to, they avoid marriage just to take care of their family. And then financial restrictions. We know in India, dowry is a very big problem. So because of the financial restrictions, some of them they didn't go for marriage. And then another reason which I noticed, which I observed, this is my observation from my friends. So they have to depend on their parents for marriage because in India mostly we go for arranged marriage. So the parents has to find grooms, suitable grooms for their children. So that is the reason. Suppose if they have single parent, so in that case, if they are depending on the parents, and if they don't find it on time, then they remain single. And then next, I'm going to discuss the reasons for marriage. So this also, I took it from some references, from some researchers. Actually, the first reason is security. So women always, female, feel that they are secured when they get marriage. And then the beginning, they want to start a new beginning. See, they born, and then they grow up in the same environment, and now they want to change. They want to start a new beginning. So that is the reason they go for marriage. And then oneness. So they want to become one with their soulmate and they want to lead a happy life. And then purity. So this reason I will not accept, but because research is saying, I'm pointing out here. So purity. Actually, in India, not only in India, in world, marriage is the symbol of purity. So they prefer marriage. And then parenting. So this is an important reason for female to go for marriage. Parenting. So they want to be, they want to become, see how they are thinking that if they become mother, then only their life is completed. Like that, that is how they are thinking. So they think like that, and purely for parenting, they go for marriage. And then love. So these are the reasons which I took it from the references. And another reason, the last reason is my observation. It is marriage is a social taboo. See, usually my friends, when I see my friends, they used to ask me, why you didn't marry? Then I used to ask them, why you marry? Then their answer is, they used to say, everyone is getting married, so I'm married, so I also marry. Like that, they are saying. So it is a social taboo. Like, see, after birth, we are going to school, then we are going to college, then we are going for work, then marriage. So, like that. So, this is the social taboo. So, these are the reasons for getting marriage. And then next, I'm going to talk about empowerment. So as an IT professor, I'm going to start with IT and then teaching, then other areas. So IT. See, if you are in IT field, definitely you must know the name Ida Lovelace. So Lady Ida Lovelace is called as the first programmer and she is married. See, when Charles Babbage invented analytical machine, initially, he used this as a calculator. See, nowadays we all are using calculators. So, in the same manner, that analytical machine, the first computer, was used as a calculator. Then, this madam, Ida Lovelace, she only introduced the concept of programming. So that's why now we all are connected through webinar and we are using the technology like this. So she is the first programmer and she is married. And then Grace Hopper, she is called as the queen of software and she is also married. And then Mary Kenneth Keller. So she is Sister Mary Kenneth Keller. and she's the first female who got her PhD in computer science, and she is never married. You know, she is sister. Okay, so Catholic sister, and she got her PhD. So she's the first female who got her PhD in computer science. Then, if we go to teaching, see, we all maybe see in Vedic, Kagi is very popular, and she is a teacher. Means she used to teach Vedas, and in Vedic period, even she wrote hymns. So she wrote so many hymns in Vedas, and she is never married. And then Chandramukhi Basu. So she's a professor. She was a professor, and apart from that, she was the first female awarded Bachelor of Arts. She was awarded in the year 1886 from Calcutta University, and she is married. And usually in teaching, if you observe in teaching, many married women prefer teaching profession. And then next, doctor. So in doctor, the first woman doctor, Anandi Gopal Joshi. So she graduated. She is married because she studied after marriage only. She studied medicine, and her husband encouraged her, and he encouraged her to study medicine, and she graduated with MD from Women's Medical College of Pennsylvania in the year 1886. Actually, after their marriage, their child expired because of no proper medical facility. So that is the reason her husband encouraged her to go and study, and also he sent her to US. And then next, Kadambini Ganguly, she also graduated. She is also, see, we can say Dr. Anandi as well as Dr. Kadambini as the first doctor. Because when Anandi got graduated MD from Pennsylvania, Kadambini Ganguly, she was awarded GBMC from Calcutta University in the same year, 1886. And she is also married. But see what happened after Kadamini finished her school studies, her parents compelled her to get married, but she refused, and she studied medicine. She joined in a college, and then she studied medicine, and then after that she was awarded 2 degrees from other countries, and after doing all these things, she married. Then Bindumukhi Basu. She is the sister of Chandramukhi Basu. Before we have seen, so Chandramukhi Basu was the first female awarded bachelor in arts, and Bindumukhi Basu, she graduated from Calcutta Medical College in the year 1890. So she is the younger sister of Chandramukhi Basu, and she remains single. She involved in various social activities, and she did so many things, social activities. She was a doctor as well as she did so many social activities. And then nowadays we all aware of Dr. Shanta. So she's a popular oncologist working in Adayar Cancer Institute, and she is also single. And then next, again, we come to literature. So in literature, again, I want to talk about Abhaya. See, according to Wikipedia, so this I have taken the reference from Wikipedia because from Sangha Ilakyam, they are saying many Abhayas. And Wikipedia, see, actually Wikipedia is saying there are 3 Abhayas. So Abhaya 1, Abhaya 2, Abhaya 3, like that. And Abhaya 1 lived during the Sangam period, that is 3rd century. And she had a cordial relationship with Tamil chieftains Velpari, that is Parivendan, and Adhiyaman. And she wrote 59 poems in Purananu. And then Avaya 2, she lived during the period of Kambar and Vattakutta during Chola dynasty in the 10th century. And she wrote many poems, and among that, the popular one is Avvai Kural. And then Avvai Kural is also called as Jnana Kural. And then Avaya 3. So all of them are never married. So Avaya 3, most widely known for her Vinayagar Agaval, Atichudi, Kondrai Vendan, Nalvali, and Mudurai. So all these things. And then next, the popular writer is Helen Keller. So even, see, we have her life history, everything in our studies. So Helen Keller, she is a popular writer, and some of her popular writings are The Frost King, The Story of My Life, The World I Live, Out of the Dark, etc. And then if we come to married writers, Sarojini Naidu, so she's very popular for Golden Threshold, and then Meher Munir, so this one she wrote in Persian, and then in the bazaars of Hyderabad, so etc. Many things. And then Kamala Suraya, and we have, see in India we have so many popular writers, married popular writers, Kamala Suraya, and then Amrita Pritam, like that. And then next, I want to concentrate on Nobel laureates. See, totally 53 females up to the year 2019, 53 females awarded Nobel Prize. And among that, just I have taken 6. So among those things, we all know Mother Teresa. So she awarded Nobel Prize for Peace, and she's never married. And then Barbara McClintock. So she awarded, she never married, and she awarded Nobel Prize for physiology or medicine. She invented the jumping genes, which is acting still in genetics. It is playing a vital role. And she dedicated her life, her entire life, for this and research. And then next, Rita Levy. So she also awarded physiology or medicine Nobel Prize. She awarded Nobel Prize in physiology or medicine, and she remains single. Then Marie Curie, we all know about her, and she is married. She got Nobel Prize 2 times. One is for physics, and another one is for chemistry. And then Betty Williams, she is married. She got Nobel Prize for peace. And then Linda Buck, she got her Nobel Prize for physiology or medicine. See, totally among 53, around 8 are single. Totally among 53 female, 8 are single. And then next, I'm going to talk about societal and economical influence by them. See, first we will see how never married influencing the society and the economy. So never married, they are influencing the society, they are self-reliant. Okay, because they don't depend on anything. They rely on themselves, they are self-reliant, they are self-dependent, and they work in a complete devotion. See, I can't say only single can work in a complete devotion. Okay, see, but the ratio may be high. If because they are single, they don't have any liabilities. Okay, they don't have any dependencies. So they can work in a complete devotion. And then they leave their imprints. So how they leave their imprints? By followers, students, and disciples, not demographically. Because they are single, they leave their imprints only through followers, students, and disciples. And then more contribution. See, the research says there is more contribution. The single female have more contributed more towards the economic structure, and they are earning some shares. Because see what happened, why they are saying why they have more contribution means usually if female remains single, they want to save more for their future. So they used to save more. So where the savings will be going, it is playing a vital role in uplifting our economy. So that is the reason they are contributing more towards this economic structure. And then Dr. No, he is a professor of psychology and also he is a clinical psychologist. And what he says, married women are not better off than unmarried women. Yes, that's true. Because see, if married women is earning, see, I'm not saying I don't want. See, I'm not saying here married women are earning less. Okay, both of them are earning same or higher like that. But married women are having so many dependencies. Okay, and they have so many things dependent on them. So they have to spend for their family, they have to spend for their son, they have to spend for their daughter, like that. So they are having more and more dependencies. But when compared with married women, single, they don't have any dependencies. So that is the reason he said like that. And then next we are going to see societal and economical influence by by married female. So before we have seen single. Okay, so how single influence the society and the economy. Now we are going to see how married influencing the society and economy. See, the main thing, how they are influencing the society means the main thing is adjustments. The married female, their entire life is adjustment. So they are adjusting. They have to adjust for their husband, mother-in-law, father-in-law, sister-in-law, son, daughter. To everyone, they have to adjust. So they are influencing the society by adjustments, and then they are forming a family structure, and then through the family structure, they are contributing the society. And then they relied on togetherness. So they live for each other. The married female live for each other. And then they are leaving their imprints, followers, students, as well as demographic imprints. And then, see, the research says, so as already I told you, their contribution is less towards economic structures because of their bindings. And then, see, usually in all the countries, some of them, they are not earning because of their counterparts or because of their family situations. So they have to take care of their children, or they have to take care of their elderly in-laws. So that is the reason some of them, they are not earning. And then next we are going to talk about health. So, see, actually, though health is based on genetic buildup, see, actually, it is based on genetic buildup and our food habits, means the nutrition and emotional well. So, based upon this, though it is based on this, we have some more things to be discussed. So, what does the thing means? Usually, when you see married ladies, they don't give personal attention. They don't take care of themselves. See, even a 45-year-old female, married female, she took her mother-in-law and father-in-law for medical, for master health checkup, but she didn't do for herself because of her duty, because she's devoted. So that is the reason. Just even she took them, but she will not do master health checkup. But when you compare with single, they are very much health conscious, and they have to take care of their health each and every moment, like that. And then when we talk about a psychosomatic disorder, the reason for remaining single, see, already we have discussed the reasons. So if they are forced to be single, then in later period they may have some mental issues. And then if you are talking about the married female, to fulfill the polyarchy expectations, see, they have to satisfy all the expectations. They have to satisfy their husband's expectation, then mother-in-law, father-in-law, daughter, from various expectation, all the sides, she has to satisfy. So sometimes it leads her to some mental depression or some mental illness. And then pregnancy. So pregnancy also can trigger some mental health issues. So research say that pregnancy is also lead to some mental health issues. So sometimes it relapse. Okay, so maybe some female have some mental issues in the beginning and later it is solved. Then at the time of pregnancy, maybe it relapse. And then, apart from psychosomatic disorder, research says that never married have a high risk of breast cancer, and then married have a high risk of cervical cancer. And then next, I'm going to talk about exploitation. See, exploitation actually character assassination. So it is a main tool and it is a smashing tool. It's like a weapon. And see, never married female are more vulnerable for this. And then emotionally insecure feeling and feeling of I'm alone. So these are the feelings. So this is not only for married or single. It is common for all. And using this insecure feeling, insecurity, and I'm alone for this, using, see, some human parasites are there, they are misusing this feeling of female, and they are sucking everything by misusing this. See, usually if you take a single, okay, at their old age, they have to be alone. But in the case of marriage, see, nowadays we all are moving to abroad, moving to other countries for our job opportunities and lifestyle, everything. So single parents sometimes they will be alone. So that will be misused, that will be exploited by some human parasites. And then the next one is taken for granted. See, actually, married, they are taken for granted by the family. See, usually, if I want to see, suppose if you take, if I can't do some work, then I don't mind. Just I give that work to my mother because she's taken for granted. See, not only children, okay, husband. So we never ask their willingness. Can you able to do this? Could you do that? Like that, we never ask for their willingness. Just we are giving that to them so that they have to do. So because they are taken for granted by the family, and if you see never married, they are taken for granted by the society. So I want to say a simple example. See, actually, I'm working in a college. So usually the college timings it will be up to 4. So sometimes if because of some functions or something we want to stay back, then they never ask my name. By default, my name, Vani, will be in the list. Because they used to say, you don't have any dependencies, you don't have any work, so you have to stay back and you have to do the work. So never married, they are taken for granted by the society. And then married, they should shoulder household and financial burdens. So apart from the household works, they have to shoulder the financial burden also. And so these are the possible exploitations. And now I want to say one thing. All these exploitations will be faced only by the timid and tender. If you are strong enough, whether you are married or single, no one can exploit you. And then, so this is my last topic, happy ending. So, independent. So, see how maiden and married are enjoying. So, for maiden, they are independent. They are not depending on anything. Whatever they want to do, they can do because they don't have any dependencies. And then more open to new experiences. So, suppose I want to try something, no one is there to question me. I can try. But if you are married, maybe your daughter, maybe she asks, see, are you going to do this? No, don't go for this. This is risk. See, don't do this. Like that. See, when compared to married, maiden are more open to new experiences. And then also, the maiden are more fun to hang out. See, you are like a hanging cloth. When you want to fly, you can fly. That doesn't matter. Sky is the limit. Okay, so if you want to fly, you can fly. No one is there to question you. And then, if I'm talking about married, they are cherishing in their familial experiences. So they are enjoying their throughout, they are enjoying throughout their life by the familial experiences. And then the next important thing is they are proud of being motherhood. The married person, see, usually if you talk to any married mother, particularly mother, all the time they used to talk about their sons, daughter, and they feel very proud of being the motherhood. And then unity in diversity. See, the married female, they are maintaining happiness among the diverse people. So different kind of people is there, and even though among all these things, they are enjoying their life. And see, one thing before concluding, I want to say one thing: whether you are married or maiden, whether you studied, you are studied, you are educated, or you are working, that doesn't matter. Real. So where is the real empowerment? It is in your mental stability. So it is in your mental stability to treat challenges and problems into experiences. So whatever may be the challenges and problems you are facing, if you treat that into experiences, then that is the real empowerment. And these are the references I used in my presentation. And then if you have any queries, you can ask me. Thank you for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you, ma'am, for your nice presentation. And there is one question from
Yeah.
Anil Kumar Sharma.
Okay.
Marriage has been considered as a pious deed of the life in ancient text. Still, it is believed in the same way. How do you consider it in modernized scenario?
Final, what is his question? Marriage is considered as final destination?
Pious deed,
Deed, okay,
pious
okay.
deed of life.
No,
It
no,
is a
it is
deed
not
of life.
considered in ancient India. Actually, just before I discussed, no. So in ancient India, actually, it is classified. See, it is not a honorable deed, or it is not a big thing. Okay, so even in modern, see, what we can say in modern India, it is not considered. See, nowadays, if anyone remains single, then that is a very big question mark. They are asking why you remain single, what is the reason, like that. But in ancient India, it is not like that. It is up to their wish, and it is not a honorable deed, or we cannot say like that. See, respecting and this is not depending on marriage. Is no way related to that, according to my view.
Ma'am, later ages towards the oldness, do we not feel loneliness, being a spinster lifelong?
Yeah, actually, this is a
Certainly,
very good question.
as long as we have got the energy, physics, we may be able to run away and do our work. Once we become very old, we want someone to take care of us. And I feel marriage and children are the security for our life. That's my personal question.
Yeah, actually, this is the common question. And see,
That is it.
first, yeah,
Uh,
if I'm talking about, see, first I want to focus on your first point, being our old age. If we can't able to do work by ourselves, okay, we can't able to take care of ourselves. See, the
uh,
first thing, see, usually that is a common taboo. Children are taking care. But see, in our current situation, how many children are staying with their parents? So just see, you think, see, actually what happened, they need not work in abroad. Even if they stay with them, or if they stay near to them, then also they are going to office. So all the time they cannot take care of the female or male, whatever it is. So for some extent, we have to take care of ourselves. So, see, why married women are feeling that they are secured in the older age means this is just their mindset. Okay, so how they are thinking, okay, now I'm married, now I'm taking care of my child. So in future, my child will take care of myself. Okay, so this is just a moral thought. Okay, so just they are thinking like that. But single, we don't have, that's true, we don't have anyone for moral support. But see, at all the times, we are accompanying ourselves. Actually, I only accompany myself. Okay, not anyone else. because of their situation, not all the time, 24 hours. See, usually if you see nowadays, daughters, suppose you are staying with your son and daughter-in-law, so son is also working, daughter-in-law is also working, children, they are going to school. So the entire time, the daytime, you are alone. So instead of being alone for 12 hours, so you know how to tackle to be alone for 12 hours in your old age. So instead of being alone for 12 hours, the single, the spinster, we are staying alone for 24 hours. That's it. So this is our mindset. And maybe we become sick and we can't walk, we can't do our work, our own work. Then what the marriage people see, when you married and when you have son or daughter, what your son or daughter is doing, they allocate some person to take care of yourself in the absence of them. So for the spinster, all the time we allocate some person to take care of ourselves. That's it. For that is the reason we have to save a lot for our future, especially for spinster. We have to save a lot.
I do agree, ma'am. Spinsters, they have to save a lot to take care of them at their old age. But
Yeah.
if you allow someone to take care of you, they do the work only for financial benefits. I am contradicting with you. They do it only for the sake of money. But if it is our children, certainly, though not all the children may be affectionate to us, I normally believe that girls are highly affectionate to their mothers, and
Yeah.
whatever they do in our old age, it is with some affection that will heal our sickness. That is my belief, ma'am.
No, actually, okay. See, according to me, according to my personal view, so what? Let them take care of yourself for money or affection. So what? Anyway, they are taking care of you. So what you need, what I need in my old age, I need some person to take care of myself. That's it.
Okay,
In your
ma'am.
point,
Okay.
I'm saying.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Professor Priyanka, she has raised a question. A person
Yes.
single or marital status should be questioned anywhere, be in applications or interview. What is your opinion? That is,
Yeah,
I am not
actually, it
able.
is
Uh,
questioned. It
uh,
can be avoided. Yeah, it can be avoided, but that doesn't matter. See, just it is a matter of question. That's it. See, we are filling many things. Okay, so among that, the marital status is also questioned. So that doesn't matter. See, according to me, we don't give more preference for that. We can't say, no, you must avoid it. Like that, we can't say. So what? Let us write. I will write I am single. Others can write they are married. So what? That doesn't matter. If you are strong enough, nothing bothers you.
okay, ma'am. Uh, Professor Badmavati, she has raised a question. Marriage and career. How can we justify?
See, it is on the personal views. Okay, so it differs from one person to one person. Somebody they see actually marriage. Okay, see what happened according to me. So what I'm saying, see why I remain single means why I decided not to marry means I want to do something to the society. So anyone will be telling me, okay, you get married and do something to the society. What is wrong in that? Even before marriage, even you can say your spouse that I want to do some service to the society. Like that, you can say. But my view is if I combine together, as a working parent, as a working mother, you know the difficulties. Okay, so you can't spend all your time with your children. There are some adjustment should be done by the children. Yes or no? So actually, the children, if a mother is working, the children has to do some adjustment. But that's okay. The children has to be trained for adjustment. Okay, so according to my view, marriage and career, it is based on the individual's opinion. Okay, so somebody, if you take my mother, See, actually, she's dedicated. She's dedicated for my family. She didn't go for work because what she is thinking, she gave importance for the family life. So she dedicated herself for the family. So it is depending on the individual. But if you ask my opinion, both are two eyes for the women: marriage and then
Ma'am,
career for a married woman.
ma'am,
Yeah.
another question is from Professor Mahil Kamalam. Marital
Okay.
status spoils or improves the career of a person.
He or she want my opinion or general opinion? My opinion means
General
the
opinion.
marital status decreases. Okay, so as a spinster, I can do many things. Whatever I wish, I can do that. Okay, so according to my answer, marital status actually it is a hurdle. Okay, but you can handle it. Okay, but anyone can handle it. It is a little bit, it is like a hurdle.
Ma'am, I am always in contradiction of it. Okay, ma'am. Another question is relevance of single or married with gender equality. How, please? Relevance
Now,
of single or married with the gender equality. Oh, gender equality wants to compare it in with relevance to single women or married women. That's
no, no,
what
no,
I have
no. See, there
understood.
is no comparison. Gender equality. See, it is not at all related. Okay, gender equality and marriage single is not at all. See, it is. Those two are different. Okay, so gender equality is about the personal opinion and how we are facing problems, how we are empowered. So that is gender equality. No way it is related to marriage.
Okay, ma'am. The next question is from Professor Pramod Kumar. What are the suggestions for single women and married to improve her economic status?
Yeah, actually, this is also an important question. See, first, let me talk about single women. So, if they want to improve their economic status, see, every time, see, actually, it is not only for single women, even for married also. See, what they have to do, the main problem, the big problem is now, if the married women, they are dedicating everything to their family, to their children, and this should be avoided. If you are earning, see, from out of your earning, 50% you have to save for your future, whether they are married or whether they are single, so that in our old age, okay, so when we become old, when we can't take care of ourselves, at that time, this money will help you. So that is the reason. So this is the very big problem in Indian culture. So they are dedicating everything, not only money, properties, everything they are dedicating to their children. And maybe at the time of future, if the children are ready to take care of their parents, then it's okay. But sometimes, maybe because of their situation or something, I don't want to specify about it. Maybe because of some reason, if the children are not able to take care of their parents, then at that time they feel very difficult. So that is the reason. Whenever they are earning, they have to save at least 50% or 20%, some amount. Okay, so how much they think is needed for their future. So they have to save some amount for themselves.
Yes, ma'am. Money matters everywhere.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Yes, ma'am. Uh, Ma'am, thank you for your patience in answering all the queries posted by the participants in the chat box.
You're
Ma'am,
welcome.
normally I want the final section to be very effective because the participants always carries the memories of the final day section with them. And today's section was very effective and
Thank
inspirational and
you.
motivational. And
Thank you.
I have to thank Professor Ganesan also for having
Yeah,
made this section highly informative. I thank you, ma'am, for having
yeah.
accepted our
I also want
invitation.
to thank him.
He only referred me to you, referred you to
Yes.
me, and
Mm.
certainly I'll have to thank him because you have made the final day section very interactive and highly inspirational. Thank you for having spared your valuable time with us, ma'am. Thank you, one and all. My dear
Right.
participants, thank you for all your support for all the 10 days of the program. Participants, I assure you that I will issue you the consolidated certificate of all the 10 days, provided you have participated in the program for all the 10 days. Give me little time because we don't have any technical team with us. We work from home, and even if we go to the college or the university, we have our scholars to support us. Now we work from home. We don't have any technical support. I myself, though I am not an expert in technology, I have been learning things. And give me a day or 2 days time wherein I'll have to consolidate the attendance of all the 10 days. I'll have to trace the participants who have participated in the program for all the 10 days. And the participants of the program throughout the program will be given the consolidated certificate. I assure you, I'll give you the consolidated certificate for the participants. And also, my dear participants, we have scheduled another national webinar from 27th of this month to 29th, wherein the former Vice Chancellor of Mother Teresa University will be the resource person for the first day section. And I'll circulate the brochure to you. Kindly register for the program and get benefited of it. Thank you, one and all. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, one and all.
You're welcome. Yes.